Hi, my name's Brad Hobbs and I'm a teacher on the northern beaches of Sydney, Australia. What I'm hoping to do here today with you is to get you started in the world of playing drums, or drumming in general. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to just get started. And we're going to learn how to do a straight rock beat. Eighth note, straight ahead rock beat. That's pretty much the first thing you learn when you're on a drum set, learning how to do grooves. Now, very simple. First I'm going to identify how to hold sticks before we get even started on the drum set. Very important that you learn how to hold your sticks right. Now, the grip that I'm going to be predominantly using with this one and show you, and pretty much most teachers will show you this grip to start with, it's called the matched grip. Right, now, as you can see, that's what it looks like underneath the stick, or underneath your palm of your hand there, okay? And the reason it's called matched grip is because both hands are matched, okay? So both of them are matched. What I like to do is, let's see, open your palm up, just like so, and you put about, have about an inch sticking out the bottom, like so, and just lay it diagonally across palm, and so it's coming up to like to the edge of the forefinger there, in line with the first knuckle joint. And we're just going to gently just wrap our fingers around that, and that's what you come up with. And the same with the left hand as well. Okay, what you want to do with this grip, okay, is you want to keep your wrists turned over as much as possible with this one. Reason being is because your little wrists or your bones and your muscles or anything are designed like a hinge, like a door, okay? They don't really move very much that way, very little at all, okay? So if we go smacking our snare down like this, eventually in time, because your wrists turn over pretty much all the time on its side, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to have stresses and strains and fractures and stuff like that in that wrist there, and it's going to hurt. So we don't want to injure ourselves while we're playing drums. We want to enjoy it, okay? So try and keep your wrists turned over, because that's the kind of motion you want to get. Okay? Nice, and same with the left hand too. Okay? And when you're doing, tricky stuff or more fast stuff, that kind of allows you to move a bit faster. So there's the grip, okay. But remember, it's not the only grip out there. There are other grips that you can learn. So get your teacher to show you the other ones once you're comfortable with this one and you're moving along steadily. But that's where you sort of start. All right. Now we're going to talk about right-handed players here. Now if you're left-handed, just swap things around. If you're a left-handed kid or you're an open-handed player, that's fine. But predominantly we're going to talk about right-handed players here today. Right hand goes on the hi-hat. Okay. Now the hi-hat's going to be playing what we call eighth notes. Now eighth notes are counted like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now eighth notes are worth half of a beat. The beat being, or the note that they're worth half of, is a quarter note, which sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Subdivisions. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you can hear the subdivisions there, or the upbeat eighth note section. Right, okay. So once you've got that going, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so on. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put the bass drum on 1, counts 1, and counts 3. Okay, so it's 1 and 3. Right, it's going to sound like this. And they're in time, in unison with the hi-hat. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So once you've got that going, play it slowly first. Don't be speeding things up, okay? Just play everything slowly at first and get used to it. You've got to program your body to be able to play these beats slowly at first before you can speed them up to a respectable pace. Okay. Now, we're going to put the snare drum now on 2 and 4. So all together, that's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay guys, so that's the 4/4 groove. Just nice and slow and steady. Don't rush things, don't speed them up. My suggestion to you, because drummers are the most important part of the band, the heartbeat of the band, and your rhythm section's got to be tight. So learn to play to a metronome. So go and buy yourself a metronome. Try and get a decent one, I do suggest. The little ones are fine to start with, but they can be difficult to hear if you don't have like mute pads or anything like that on your drum set. So probably spend the money, if you're able to get a big one, a decent sized one, okay? At your local music store or drum store, they probably have a full range there. Try and get one that's got a few sequence tracks in it, a decent metronome that you can hear. Buy yourself some headphones. Don't turn it up too loud because you don't want to bust your hearing, but I would suggest you need to get a metronome and learn to play to the metronome. It's only going to help you to be a better player and be able to play everything that you learn in time. So that's the number one thing, time and groove. So please do that. Now I'm going to speed this up a little bit and you'll see what it sounds like a little bit faster, okay? So there it is guys, 4/4 rock beat, straight ahead 8th note groove, very simple to play, and if you can play that all night with the band, they're going to love you. So I hope you had fun with that. Feel free to contact me on my email address, which is bradsdrumming@yahoo.com.au, and I'm only too happy to answer any queries that you've got. Otherwise, happy drumming. See you later.